NFL MVP odds: Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson co-favorites, Justin Herbert rising ahead of Monday night. Breaking down the latest NFL MVP odds after Sunday's action in Week 2 of the 2025 NFL season. Will the 2025 NFL season feature another Josh Allen versus Lamar Jackson battle for the MVP? Through 2 weeks of the regular season, it sure looks like it. After Allen got the best of Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens in Week 1 on Sunday Night Football, Jackson responded with a 4-touchdown pass game in Week 2, making the two-star quarterbacks co-favorites atop of the odds list. They're far and away the favorites at plus 300, while Green Bay Packers quarterback Jordan Love, plus 700, is the only player with shorter than 12-1 odds to win MVP. Love's Packers are 2-0 and could be the #1 seed in the NFC, giving him a real case to win his first MVP award if that happens. While Jackson and Allen have already stole the show for MVP with Joe Burrow, potentially set to miss 3 months, is there a dark horse that we should monitor in this race? Here's a breakdown of the latest odds to win the NFL MVP award after most of the Week 2 action. Lamar Jackson jumps to co-favorite for NFL MVP. Jackson was as good as it gets on Sunday, throwing 4 scores in a rout of the Cleveland Browns. Since Jackson had such a big game, he caught up to Allen in the MVP odds, as the Bills quarterback didn't need to do much in a win over the New York Jets. Lamar put up big numbers in Week 1 as well, and if it weren't for a Derrick Henry fumble, the Ravens may be 2-0. Jackson has 7 total scores through the first 2 weeks of the regular season. Josh Allen falls back in NFL MVP odds. Allen's MVP case took a little bit of a step back in Week 2, as he ended up exiting the game briefly with a nose injury and threw for just 148 yards. The Bills quarterback really made his MVP case in Week 1, and the win over Baltimore could loom large in the future, as Buffalo has the inside track to the #1 seed in the AFC. That could be the ultimate tiebreaker for Allen over Jackson in the MVP race. Still, it's worth noting that Allen is no longer the lone favorite in this market after Jackson's Week 2 showing. Justin Herbert's NFL MVP stock rising ahead of Monday. The Los Angeles Chargers don't play until Monday night, but Justin Herbert is now 4th in the odds to win the league MVP at plus 1,200. Herbert had a huge Week 1 against the Kansas City Chiefs, and with both Kansas City and Denver losing in Week 2, the Chargers have a chance to take control of the AFC West on Monday. Herbert didn't rack up major numbers in the 2024 season, but he threw for 318 yards and 3 scores in Week 1. He's worth monitoring, especially if the Chargers end up in the race for the #1 seed in the AFC. Honorable mentions. Dak Prescott, plus 2,800. Dallas isn't going to win enough games for Dak to win MVP in all likelihood, but the star quarterback threw for 361 yards and 2 scores in Week 2. Dallas defense is so bad that we may see more gaudy passing numbers from Dak as the season goes on. Jared Goff, plus 6,000. All the worries about the Lions' offense were erased on Sunday, as they put up 52 points in a win over the Chicago Bears. Jared Goff, a long shot in the MVP odds, was terrific in the game, throwing for 334 yards and 5 scores. If the Lions get back to the top of the NFC North, he'll have an argument in this market. Daniel Jones, plus 7,500. I won't endorse Daniel Jones for MVP, but his first 2 games have been impressive. Jones led the Colts to a comeback win over the Denver Broncos on Sunday, and he's thrown for 588 yards, 2 scores and no picks this season while adding 3 scores on the ground. At 2-0, the Colts are in a good position in a weak AFC South division. Odds refresh periodically and are subject to change. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Claim the latest DraftKings promo code offer today. Sign up and place a $5 bet to earn a guaranteed $200 in bonus bets plus over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket. Regardless of the outcome of your wager, DraftKings will add 8 $25 bonus bet tokens to your new account and award 1 promo code for a discounted NFL Sunday Ticket subscription. The 2025 NFL season has already been full of fireworks, and with only a few weeks into the schedule, the MVP race looks as tight as it's been in years. Oddsmakers in Las Vegas and sportsbooks across the country are flashing new numbers almost daily, and 3 names keep popping up near the top: Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, and Justin Herbert. What makes this year's MVP battle so unique is the variety of styles these quarterbacks bring. Allen, the gunslinger from Buffalo, is once again showing off his rocket arm and bulldozing runs. Jackson, the Ravens magician, continues to rewrite what a quarterback can do with his legs and vision. And Herbert, the Chargers' rising star, is quietly turning the AFC into his personal playground, steadily climbing in the odds with each deep strike and fourth-quarter comeback. The favorites, Allen and Jackson. At the moment, the books can't separate Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. Both quarterbacks are sitting as co-favorites, a rare situation in the MVP race. Normally, one candidate emerges early and begins pulling away, but this year the NFL landscape feels perfectly split. For Allen, the story is about dominance mixed with redemption. Last year ended in heartbreak once again for the Buffalo Bills. Questions about whether Allen could ever finish the job hovered through the offseason. He responded with one of the most determined starts of his career. Allen's passing numbers are eye-popping. His completion percentage is hovering near 70, he leads the league in touchdown passes, and he has once again been Buffalo's most reliable red zone runner. Fans and analysts alike see a version of Allen who is both fearless and disciplined. He's still willing to truck a linebacker if it means moving the chains, but his decision-making has improved. The reckless turnovers that once defined his low points have been fewer and farther between. If Buffalo continues its winning pace, it's hard to imagine Allen not holding strong in the MVP conversation. Then there's Lamar Jackson, the reigning MVP, who refuses to let the spotlight drift away. What sets Jackson apart this season is the sense of control he brings to the Ravens' offense. It's not just the highlight reel runs anymore, though he still breaks ankles every other Sunday, it's the precision. Jackson's passing has taken another leap forward. His deep ball accuracy is crisp, his timing routes are on point, and he's distributing the ball across Baltimore's improved receiving core like a maestro. On top of that, Jackson remains the league's most electrifying playmaker. Defenses prepare for him all week, and he still finds ways to leave them gasping for air by the second quarter. The Ravens are winning, and Jackson's fingerprints are on every victory. That's why oddsmakers simply couldn't separate him from Allen. The two embody different but equally lethal styles of quarterback play. The challenger, Justin Herbert. While Allen and Jackson sit atop the MVP mountain for now, Justin Herbert is climbing fast. The Los Angeles Chargers quarterback has lived in the shadow of AFC heavyweights for much of his career, but this season feels different. Herbert isn't just putting up big numbers. He's leading signature drives, winning close games, and putting the Chargers in position to contend for the first time in years.